This is Matt for Behind the Gloves in association with S-Jam Boxing. Delighted to be joined by Danny Murrell. Danny, how are we doing?
Feeling fantastic.
Just on your way in, how do you feel on the scales?
Felt great. It's a lot of people say it's probably a lot heavier than I should be doing, but no need to rush in yet. I'm only 18, so I don't want to be killing myself at weight already. But yeah, I've made 10 stone 12 easy. Feeling good. So yeah.
Danny, it's been a long time coming. I seem to think everyone's been talking about your pro debut for a long time now.
Yeah.
How pleased are you that you're finally getting that chance, especially on a big show with ESPN, Top Rank involved? How pleased are you that you're getting such big exposure?
Obviously, it's been in talks for a while, because I've been training with Dave, and Dave, since I met Dave when I was 16, Dave said, I will turn pro at 18. So it's been a long time coming. Obviously, I didn't expect it to be under these circumstances, but I feel privileged to say I'm fighting on an MTK show, under all these big names that I would have been watching if I want to box myself. So I'm buzzing to say that I'm fighting.
You've been an amateur, and obviously now you're making that crossover to the pro ranks. Why is now the right time to turn pro? A lot of people, you see them, have loads of amateur fights and then they turn pro. You also you're 18 years of age and you're jumping straight in there. Why is now the right time for you?
I'm quite an experienced amateur anyway. I had 40 to 50 amateur fights, which is well enough to turn over. And I've always had a pro style. People have said that since day one.
Yeah.
I take my time, and I felt like in amateurs it wasn't appreciated. My boxing style wasn't appreciated, but the crossover were easy. I've always been training around pros and training with pros. I've been training like a pro since I was 16, so this turnover's been very easy, and it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, you've mentioned, obviously, we mentioned before we started, Dave Allen, your mentor, someone who's guided you to this point now.
Yeah.
How important has he been for you on this journey?
If it weren't for Dave, I don't know what I would be doing. Dave, I was stuck at the amateur club. I didn't feel like I were improving, and Dave, he trained me up. He's got me used to these, got me used to the cameras, got me used to these big venues and things like that. So, I've got Dave to thank a lot for getting me to this position.
Yeah, because you've been coming to these events for a while now. I remember when, you've obviously been around Dave when he's gone into these fights with the likes of David Price. So you've got that feel for a big event and stuff like that. So do you feel like now, really comfortable because you've seen that side of it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's the first time I can remember going to a big show and seeing a lot of big cameras. I was nervous as hell, but going to quite a couple of days fights, getting an interview or two, asking about how Dave is, it's got me, it's everything's experience, and I've experienced this, and I don't think I'll ever get used to it, but I'm kind of getting used to it. So
how important is the advice he's giving you? Because obviously Dave's mentioned before he's seen the pitfalls of boxing, the bad side as well as the highs where he fought Lucas Brown at the O2. What's the key piece of advice he's giving you then going into it? Because obviously he's seen both sides of the coin in terms of the good and bad.
Yeah, he always does say that. He says he's made the mistakes, and so now I don't need to make them. So he's guiding me well. He obviously knows the sport very well. The pro side, it's more like a business, I've learned. So in that aspect, I probably would be clueless going into this alone. But Dave's helped me so much. With more than just the boxing, the all social media, the business side, the management, the money. There's so much more than just hitting someone in the face.
Yeah, so obviously you've got that social media side of it where it is all about putting bums in seats and stuff. So he's obviously giving you all that advice and you're taking it on board. Finally, I know you obviously got to get off and stuff like that, but what can viewers who've never seen you, obviously in the amateur ranks, expect to see from you this Wednesday night?
Something that I've never been able to show in amateurs. I'm actually a good boxer, but I haven't been able to show that in the amateurs. So yeah, I hope they tune in on Wednesday to watch.
And finally, you may as well give all your socials a plug for everyone who was obviously not following you already. Where can they follow you on social media?
Danny_Murrell on Instagram, and I forgot my Twitter one, to be honest. I didn't use it, but yeah, that's where I post most of my stuff on Instagram.
No worries, Dan. Right, good luck for Wednesday night, pal.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do so by clicking this icon right here, or else